Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Lots that's lined up, but our top focus, especially if you're living in the north, then there is clearly no respite from the cold. Delhi is expected to experience cold weather conditions today with moderate to dense fog during the morning hours. In fact, the orange alert is also in place. But as the day progresses, the skies will clear, but the chill will persist. Let's tell you, a maximum temperature that's forecasted is around 19, the minimum to be 7, which may of course also contribute to the overall cold feel with the winds as well. But the air quality in Delhi is predicted to remain in the very poor category until January 15th. The overall situation, well, residents have been advised to take necessary precautions before venturing outdoors. All right, big news that's also coming in on that front. Severe cold wave in the national capital. Delhi's put on orange alert and dense fog in several places. Commute likely to be impacted. Train flight operations affected. Kritika Tiwari, of course, joins me like every morning to keep us ahead several aspects. But let's begin with that big news that's come in, Kritika, like we were mentioning earlier as well. With the orange alert that's into effect at the moment, we might see a larger impact on commute. So what are we picking up at the moment?
Well, Nivedna, the fog has started to clear up in a lot of places in the national capital. Delhi, Gurgaon and Noida are all reporting now shallow to moderate fog conditions. Definitely a layer of grey haze continues to engulf major parts of the national capital region. But we're seeing that the intensity of the fog has declined from the very early morning when the orange alert was in fact put in place. Currently, we're seeing that vehicular commute for that matter, has eased up in a lot of areas, and no complaints of traffic snarls are being reported. Anything that is expected that out of the ordinary. But for the next 2 days as well, the IMD is predicting very dense to dense fog conditions, in fact, which would mean that the precautions that have been set in place for keeping in mind the orange alert will be applied for the next 2 days as well. In fact, in the early morning hours, we'd also seen how multiple airports in the northwest part of our country were experiencing near zero levels of visibility, wherein the visibility has ranged from 0 meters to in fact 200 meters at some airports, and this has led to delays in flights as well as in the operations of trains as well. However, no diversion or cancellation of flights have been reported by the Delhi airport so far. Low visibility procedures were also set in place at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, but currently that the operations there have also resumed to normal. But definitely delays owing to fog conditions in different parts of the northwestern region in the country, in fact, is affecting flights as well as trains in a very similar manner as has been reported in the last 2 weeks as well. So that continues to remain a concern. And for the next 2 days as well, very dense fog is predicted in major parts, along with cold day conditions. Yesterday also we'd seen how the Lodhi Road Observatory in Delhi had seen cold day conditions, with the maximum temperature recording a departure of in fact more than 4 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature being recorded at under 10. However, as of this morning, we are seeing that the lowest for Delhi on average is being recorded in the range of 9 degrees Celsius. But definitely other observatories, whether it is Lodhi Road or Ayanagar, are expected to in fact record lower temperatures ranging from 7 degrees to 9 degrees Celsius. Over to you, Nivedna.
Right, Kritika. Thank you very much for putting that into perspective for us as to what we're looking at and what those conditions will continue to look like in the coming hours as well. But having said that, we leave it at that. But stay with me.